In this video I'm gonna create the admin dashboard controller. It's not gonna do much, but it's a start. So I'm gonna right click controllers and go to add controller, choose empty, and I'm gonna call it dashboard. And each controller you create has to have this controller suffix, so add that. And there it is, there's the index action in there, which is what I want. And to create a view, the easiest way is to right click anywhere inside the action and go to add view. And view name index is fine, template is gonna be empty without model. There's a bunch of templates in here to choose from, and I'll go through them all or most of them throughout the course. But for now it's empty without model, and use a layout page should be checked, so add that. And since there's no model for this view, this is all that's in the view, so this view bag title and then h2. And the view bag is one way to pass data from controller to view or from child view to parent view, as is the case here. So view bag title is being given the value of index here, and inside underscore layout here is razor that renders the view bag title. So whatever the value is here is gonna be rendered here. Okay, and I'm gonna change this title to say dashboard, and here as well in the h2. Okay, and I'm gonna run this, and if you run the application from a view, the URL is gonna point to that view. So in this instance it's gonna be /admin/dashboard/index. And if you run the application from a controller, so from here for example, it's just gonna go to the root. So run. And here it is, it seems to be working, but I'm not sure I'm using the right underscore layout, since they're both the same. So this layout here is literally the same as the one here. And to make sure I'm using this one, I'm gonna change this part of the title here to admin area and save that. And while debugging, you can edit CS HTML files, but you can't edit CS files such as this one, for example. So I edited this one, saved, and I'm just gonna refresh. And it seems to be working. It says admin area here in the title, so I am using the right one. And this URL can be with a dashboard at the end, and index will still render since it's the default action. And that works as well. And let me open the developer tools in here. So for Chrome I'm gonna right click and inspect. And I can see that this navbar div has a class of navbar fixed stop, and that CSS class gives it a fixed position, and I don't want that. So in here I'm gonna find it here, and I'll just add cancel to it so that CSS rule is not applied, and refresh. And it seems to be working, and it looks like this now because there's some default CSS in the site CSS file. So back in Visual Studio I'm gonna go control comma and type site, and here it is. I can search for files this way, and I'm gonna select all, control A and delete all and save, and it's been automatically applied. So far so good. And let me now go through the layout file and see what I can change. And I'm gonna stop debugging so I have more space here because I'm on a lower resolution. And I set this diagnostic tools to auto hide. You might have it pinned like this. I have it to auto hide because of the space, but I'm gonna stop debugging regardless. And so I changed the title, that's fine. Next is this styles bundle and the scripts bundle. The styles bundle is called CSS and scripts modernizer, so let me see what that is. In app start bundle config, there's the CSS bundle and it renders the Bootstrap CSS file and site CSS, and that's fine. And the modernizer is here and that's loading the modernizer JS. I don't really need it, but I'm gonna leave it there, it's fine. Next I have this Razor syntax for creating anchor tags, and I'm gonna get rid of this and write my own pure HTML anchor tag, because I don't want to go through all of this stuff in here to make it work, because I want it to be for this area. So I'm gonna write here lower than A and double tab, and this is gonna point to /admin/dashboard. And even though admin is capital in the admin area registration here, and the controller has the first letter capitalized as well, this works fine. It doesn't make a difference if it's lowercase or not. And I'll say dashboard here, and I'm also gonna give it a class of navbar brand to make it stand out a bit. This is a Bootstrap class, and that should be fine. In this UL, I'll get rid of these leads and I'll make my own links as I go along with the course. And I'll make another UL below this one, and that UL is gonna hold a link to the homepage, just so it's easier to get to the homepage from the admin area. So this is gonna be a Lee with an A that's gonna point to /, and this is the root. And here I'll say CMS shopping cart, and I'll also give it a class of navbar brand and target blank as well, so it opens in a new tab. And I'll give this UL a class of navbar right, so it floats right. Okay, next is this div container with render body, that's fine. And I'm gonna get rid of this footer, I don't need that in the admin area. And once again I have two script bundles, jQuery and Bootstrap, and let me see them. So that's this one and this one, and I'm gonna create my own bundle, so I'll copy and paste this one for example, and it's already loading jQuery, and I want Bootstrap as well, so I'm gonna get the path for that from here and just paste it in here like so, and change the name to scripts. And this can be anything, I'll just call it scripts. And in here I'll get rid of this line, Control X, and change the name here to scripts. So that should load the scripts from that bundle. And this render section scripts is used to load JS JavaScript code from a view. So you can add JS code here, and that's gonna show up here. So even though you're adding JS directly to a view, which is great, it's still gonna show up here, which is what you want. And you will see how that works later on. And now let me run this again and see if all this actually works. And this is the homepage or the root, and it's there because I started debugging from the _layout file. And so I'm gonna go to admin/dashboard, and here it is, and it seems to be working fine. So this dashboard link I can see in the lower left, it points to /admin/dashboard, which is this page, and this here points to the root, which is what I wanted, so that's all good. And let me also see if the scripts from the bundle are being loaded. Right click, inspect, and under network and JS here, I need to refresh actually. I can see all the scripts that are loaded when the request is made, and here is Bootstrap.js and jQuery.js, so the scripts from my custom bundle are being loaded, and that's good. Okay, and before I end this video, I'm gonna first of all add this MDF file to source control because it's not there now. I can see that by this icon here, and if I hover I can see it says ignored. So I will right click and say add ignored file to source control, and now it's added. So I'm gonna go to Theme Explorer, and here I need to first commit stage, so I'll say MDF file here and commit staged, and now I'm gonna say admin dashboard and commit all, and now it's all been committed. And if you want to see your commits, you can go to actions here, click and view history, and here the commits. So if you, for example, want to go return to a commit, for example, you made a mistake and you want to return to the last commit, you can right click and go to reset and delete changes. Okay, and that's it for this video. See you in the next one.